Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Stevie.
I am Betty.
Today we are looking at our World in Pictures lesson where we're talking about exploring spots in a new city.
How exciting.
Something that, can be really exciting.
Right.
Going to a new city, maybe a new city in a new country even.
没错。
And just checking out different things. Are there any cities in Taiwan that you haven't been to?
Actually, no. I have to say no. I've been to all the cities.
All the major cities?
Yeah, majors and non-major ones.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been like everywhere?
Yeah.
Have you been to 仁爱乡?
仁爱乡有没有 but 仁爱乡 isn't a city.
No, that's not a city. That's a place.
Right? So I've been to
Okay.
南投, the city.
埔里?
有
Okay. Yeah, so exploring spots in a new city. And we have Chris and Liz in our conversation today. So Chris recently moved to Seoul in Korea.
对
His friend Liz is talking with him in a cafe.
没错没错。这个的话呢，我们先来讲一下，他就说探索城市新生活。那今天的情境是 Chris 呢，最近搬到了这个首尔去了。那他的朋友 Liz 呢，在跟他在一个咖啡厅讲话。So I guess they're both in Seoul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's talking with him in the cafe.
Oh.
But he just moved there, and maybe she is new as well. Or maybe she'll tell him about it. We'll find out.
Exploring spots in a new city.
Chris recently moved to Seoul. His friend Liz is talking with him in a cafe.
So, how are you settling into life in Korea so far?
It still feels overwhelming. Everything seems more crowded than back home.
Yeah, many places here feel busy and fast-paced.
Are there any parts of the city that you'd recommend?
If you like staying indoors, Myeongdong is great for shopping.
What about things to do for fun?
Gangnam is famous for its nightclubs.
Honestly, I prefer watching films or live shows to going clubbing.
In that case, most department stores have a theater. For live performances, Hyundai is a good choice.
Do they hold major K-pop concerts around Hongdae as well?
I'm not sure, but Jeomsil has a huge stadium that hosts both music and sporting events.
Isn't there an amusement park nearby too?
That's right. Lotte World is a lot of fun.
Maybe we could check it out next time. Are you going anywhere later? I need to go to the grocery store and swing by the pharmacy.
I was thinking of visiting the gym. I could use a workout.
If you're going later in the evening, I could join you.
Deal. I'll meet you there at 8.
So we have Chris and Liz. Chris just moved to Seoul. They're sitting in a cafe. And Liz says, so, how are you settling into life in Korea so far? Now, when we say, how are you settling into? Actually, I don't really know how you would say that in Chinese. But when we say settle, do you know, think about, okay, like sand in a box. Once you shake the sand, if the sand was like had little hills and bumps, once you shake the sand, it kind of evens out. We call that settling. So when we say, are you settling? Meaning it means really, are you getting used to life here? Is it feeling normal to you now?
对，这是 settle 有点像是让什么东西定下来哦，让它变成是一个比较平静的状态。所以我们中文就会说安顿。当然安顿是比较，我觉得有点古老了哦。我们就现在就会说适应，你适应的怎么样啊？有的时候我们会说，像 settle 也可以讲结婚，要不要结婚嘛？对不对？对，比如说他今年40岁，但是 he's not ready to settle。也是有那种结婚。
Well, he's not ready to settle down.
Settle down.
Meaning 他现在还
不想定下来。
不想定下来。
对。
But if you just say settle, that's not, you don't want to use that. If you settle for somebody, that means 我觉得我找不到更好的，
委屈 settle for something.
就是 settle for you. So you don't want to use settle for
Right.
somebody.
Settle for 的话，主要就是说
Yeah.
因为没有的选了哈，所以比如说骑驴找马找不到马了，就跟驴结婚。所以 settle for don't settle for it， 这个薪水太低了，不要哈，
Yeah.
这间不要。
But
对
settle down means, you know, kind of 定下来。
对。
Or 如果你现在很紧张 hey, settle down,
对。
calm down.
没错，所以它就有一种适应啊，那个东西哦，在一个平静值，人在一个
Yeah.
比较平静的状态。所以这个 settle into 就是说，你目前都适应的还好吗？在韩国。
And you said 适应, right? She could have said, so how are you adapting to life in Korea?
OK，
You know, so that was a good word.
对 adapt，
Adapt, A-D-A-P-T. And Chris, he's not settled yet. Chris says, it still feels overwhelming.
对，就还是有点难适应。那个 overwhelming 是什么意思？
Overwhelm means it's too much.
太多了。
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed. There's too many things that I'm not used to. There's too many things that are hitting me. Maybe, the language is so hard and I can't read the menu and the food is so spicy and the people, they think different. Oh, it's so many things. So I feel overwhelmed.
对，所以这个 overwhelming 是东西，人是 overwhelmed， 那就很像中文讲，好 over 哦，但 好 over 这个不是一个好的这个英文哦，对，但有点就是太多了，对 ，Chinglish 太 over 了哈，对，就是有点太多了，难以承受的感觉，就
Yeah.
我觉得还是有一点难以适应。
But here, he is probably from a small place, or maybe not small, but maybe less crowded.
对
Because he says, everything seems more crowded than back home.
他就说每样东西在这边啊，感觉都很挤啊，很小哦。比起什么呢？比起我在家乡的时候，这里感觉好拥挤哦。大城市的生活就是这样。
Yeah, it's
台北也是啊。
Yeah, Taipei is also very crowded, right?
对。
And he says, everything feels more crowded. Well, Liz, now we understand Liz, she understands Seoul.
对。
Because Liz says, yeah, many places here feel busy and fast-paced. So when we say it has a fast pace, like if you think about, okay, we just talked about Nantou, right?
对，南投。
If you feel about like Taipei, it feels like life is fast and it's busy, and then you go to Nantou, and I go to my Aboriginal friends' home.
OK。
所以我才说仁爱乡，就是去山上那种。
难怪，我想你好专业哦。
在部落那边。You go up there and life just feels so much more relaxed. It's more slow-paced, not fast-paced. It's more relaxing. It's less nervous.
就比较不会让人家那么紧张，压力这么大。这样，那这个 fast pace 记得形容词，所以要有一个 d 在上面，然后记得那要发 t 的声音 paced。然后他就说，对啊，在这里很多地方都觉得说好忙，然后步调又好快哦。那如果是好慢，步调很慢 ，slow paced。
Yeah. So now Chris says, are there any parts of the city that you'd recommend? So he's talking to Liz. Are there that you would recommend? Are there any parts that you think I should go to or try out?
对，他就说，这个话锋一转哦，突然从这个生活步调很快，然后就谈到说，那有没有这个城市有没有什么地方你推荐我去玩呢？因为到新的国家就是会想要去那边玩嘛，对不对？观光。
Yeah. And so Liz says, if you like staying indoors, Myeongdong is great for shopping.
OK， so 他就说，如果你想要待在室内 indoors， 记得副词加 s 没有 s 是形容词。那你就去明洞吧，去明洞购物这样子。
Yeah. Do you like indoor activities more or outdoor?
Outdoor activities, definitely.
Me too.
对。
I like going shopping if I need something, if I want something.
忘记带牙刷牙膏这样子。
Yeah. Or 我想去找 找衣服，找什么东西。
有目标的。
But yeah, 有目标的。Shopping with a goal.
对。
But just like window shopping and walking around
他
in
觉
a
得很无
mall,
聊。
I don't care.
我也觉得很无聊。
Boring. I don't care about looking at the new fashion. And I want to go outside, smell fresh air, feel the wind on my face.
没错，有可能是因为我们在台湾，我们已经受够了，都在很多都在室内，所以我们想在室外。
室内我已经受够了。
真的。
Yeah, I've had enough.
对，我们工作也都在室内，真的。对。
So, but if you like indoors, she said Myeongdong is great for shopping. That's a shopping area or a shopping mall.
没错，那但是我不想呢。
Yeah. So Chris says, what about things to do for fun?
那有没有什么好玩的？如果我是想要就是不想要买东西，我想要做一些有趣的事情的话嘞。
And she says, and students, you will know this word, Gangnam is famous for its nightclub.
I've never been to a nightclub.
Gangnam style.
没错，就是这个江南哦，它最红就是什么呢？它的这个夜店啊。那如果同学你还没有满那个成年，你不能去哦。
Yeah.
对对对，不能去。
But that's why they say Gangnam style. Gangnam is the area with all the nightclubs.
啊，对，所以就是你可以以后参考，把这个记下来。
Gangnam is famous for its nightclubs.
没错，那所以这个也是好玩的哦。但是如果那也不一定每个人都喜欢这种夜店嘛，对不对？因为夜店只能晚上去。
Yeah, that's true. So Chris says, honestly, I prefer watching films or live shows to going clubbing. So here he says, I prefer. This is what I like better than other things.
对。
I prefer watching films. That just means watching movies or live shows to, so this is preferring something to something else.
没错。
So in contrast to, I prefer this instead of this is what it means. I prefer watching movies and going to live shows more than I prefer going clubbing.
没错，这在讲喜好 prefer A to B。如果你是要加动词，记得虽然它后面有个 to， 但是中间的这个两个动词在比较的时候啊，记得都要加 ing。而且呢，你是喜欢前面的那一个，比起后面那个，所以同学要记得意思跟用法。他就说，老实说，我比较喜欢看电影，或者是去参加那种现场的演出啊，比起这个 to 要翻成比起去跑夜店哦。那因为这个 to。所以后面的 go 要变成 go in， 那 clubbing 它本身就是跟 go shopping 一样，就是 go clubbing。OK， 所以他感觉好像对江南也没有很有兴趣，那他还可以去哪
Clubbing, shopping, that's it.
We'll probably find out more.
We'll take a break here.
Okay.
And we'll come back with part 2. All right, looking at part 2, the last sentence we read, Chris said, I prefer watching films or live shows to going to clubs. I like movies and things better. And Liz says, in that case, most department stores have a theater. Okay? This word theater, you will hear it theater. You'll hear it theater. All right? And like I say, theater. And it sounds kind of like almost a theater. It's not. It's theater. The T is very,
就是有一点轻，T 会念得比较轻哦。对，所以同学
theater could be a movie theater, or it could be a place where you watch live theater, like 舞台剧那种。
戏院、剧院这种，或者是电影院都可以哦。那这里他是说，如果是这样的话，就前面如果你想要看电影啊，然后看秀啊，大部分的这种百货公司里面呢，都有一个这里应该比较像是电影院的，因为百货公司里面嘛。对，那就注意一下这个 theater 不是很好念。那个 T 要弹舌弹起来啊。
The theater.
对，所以练练看。
Yeah. So if most department stores have a theater, for live performances, Hongdae is a good choice. For live performances, live shows.
对，如果你是想要看那种现场的演出哦，宏大是一个很好的选择。这宏大应该是吧？我记得我就有去看那种乱打秀嘛，就是跟炒菜有关，然后他们就在那边用 一些锅碗瓢盆当做乐器，还蛮好看的。
Really?
对，我朋友是去看猛男秀。
Oh, okay.
这不同的那个喜好啦，好不好？各种都有。A lot of fun.
Yeah. So now Chris says, do they hold major K-pop concerts around Hongdae as well? So this just means, don't they also, do they also have major K-pop concerts near Hongdae?
对，他就说，那他们会不会呢也有办，就是主要那种大型的，就是 K-pop 的演唱会，在弘大附近，也会有这个活动吗
？And Liz says, I'm not sure. But Gemsel has a huge stadium that hosts both music and sporting events. So I'm not sure about Hongdae, but Gemsel has a huge stadium, and they have music and sports. They have all of that.
对，他就说，我也不太知道但是这个禅市这个地方呢，它有一个很大这个体育馆，那跟台湾一样，就那种大型体育馆呢，都有那种现场的演唱会啊，或者是那些运动赛事啊，都可以在这边办。那我个人就对禅市我就比较不了解，对，但是如果同学有兴趣
，Now Chris, he's heard of this area.
对
because he said, isn't there an amusement park nearby too? So isn't there an amusement park nearby that area?
对，好像 isn't there 就是代表说他好像觉得答案是有的，所以他用反问，就那里不是也有一个那个游乐场吗？对，那不是有一个就是那种比较大型的游乐园吗？ Do you go to any amusement parks when you travel?
Sometimes,
but not all.
I haven't in many years because I haven't seen any that really excited me.
Oh, okay.
But if I was in the area, like if I'm near Tokyo Disney, I would probably go.
So Disney is a fun choice?
I mean, or in any park. Universal Studios in the US was really good. I also like going to like Jeju Wenhua-chun. I've been there a lot of times, but now that I'm a little bit older, the rides are not as exciting for me.
It's too exciting for you, actually.
No, it's not exciting enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I just
I want rides that are fun.
Then you need to go to Seoul.
Seoul has a good amusement park?
Korea in general. They have a lot of like fun rides, exciting ones.
Okay, so maybe I should go try that.
没错
I would do that.
你要小心我都很怕你会不会那突然给我心脏病发。他就说那对，他就问他嘛，有没有这个游乐园呢？
And Liz says, that's right. Latte World is a lot of fun. And 这个不是拿铁的那个 latte. Okay, this is L-O-T-T-E.
对
But she says, Latte World is a lot of fun.
没错，他就说没错，乐天乐园呢是很好玩，这样大家应该都很熟，因为乐天乐园它其实还蛮多间的嘛，对不对？所以说大家可能有听过，那还有很多商品啊，都会有写那个乐天嘛，对不对 ？Latte World，
And so Chris says, maybe we can check it out next time.
或许我们下次可以一起去check something out， 就是一起去或一起看什么东西。这里是一个地点，所以我们下次可以一起去
Yeah. Are you going anywhere later?
那你等一下有要干嘛吗
I don't think he wants to go now. He's just asking, so what are you doing after this?
对
And Liz says, I need to go to the grocery store and swing by the pharmacy. So to swing, actually, I don't know how to say swing in Chinese.
晃
But when we say swing by,
对
that means 我会就是顺便去. I'm just gonna swing by really fast.
有的时候我们会说我去那里晃一下那里晃一下，不是你在那里然后一直抖动身体，就是我去那里溜达一下，走一下，散步一下所以这个就是有顺道拜访的意思stop by, drop by 都可以，STOP, DROP 都是简单但都很生动。他就说，那等一下要干嘛吗？我等一下需要去那个就是超市grocery store 超市，不要翻成杂货店，因为我们想的那个干嘛店嘛，它其实不是很具体的 grocery store， 它是比较就等于 supermarket。我等一下要去超市，然后呢，等一下可能顺路到 韩国最有名的这个药妆店看看 ，pharmacy 药局或药妆店。
Oh, are their pharmacies famous?
对呀、很多啊
Really?
很多那个
Okay. So now Chris says, I was thinking of visiting the gym.
Actually, this one is Liz, right? From Liz, not from Chris.
Or I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, Liz says, I was thinking of visiting the gym. I could use a workout.
哦，所以他们两个要去不同的地方。他就说：“哎，我有在打算哦。”用过去式代表就是一种委婉的语气。哎，我是想说要去健身房啦，做运动。Could use a workout. What does that mean?
I could use a workout, meaning just means, yeah, I need to work out.
对
My body could use it. It would be useful. It would be good. Like if you're thirsty, I could use a glass of water right now.
对
I'm tired. I could use a coffee right now.
对
So I'm out of shape. I could use a workout.
没错，这个 could use 呢，就是说呢，哎，正需要什么东西 ？I could use a friend。你很难过哦，不是我正需要，就是我正需要一个朋友，不是我用朋友，就是我正需要什么？哎，我刚好正需要去健身一下，这样子。
Yeah. Chris says, if you're going later in the evening, I could join you.
哦，如果你是晚一点晚上要去的话，哎，我说不定可以跟你一起去，哎。
And Liz says, deal. I'll meet you there at 8.
哦，那就一言为定咯。那我们就晚上8点见。
Yeah, so sounds like
Pretty busy, actually.
yeah, but it also sounds like Chris will slowly get used to living in Seoul. He will settle in.
Right.
He'll
Eventually.
settle down.
Right.
Eventually, yeah. All right, that is all the time we have for today. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.